Good morning and welcome to the Daily Journal's Newsbreak, sponsored by Renaissance Bank. It's Friday, December 8th. I'm your host, Emma Kent. We're going to take a look at the top news and sports stories from Northeast Mississippi, but first, let's start with your weather forecast. Today will be partly cloudy with a high of 42 and a low of 24, 0% chance of rain. Your 3-day outlook: Saturday will be partly cloudy with a high of 48 and a low of 24 with a 0% chance of rain. Sunday, sunny with a high of 50 and a low of 30 and a 0% chance of rain. Monday will be sunny with a high of 60, a low of 35, and a 10% chance of rain. Workers were busy on Thursday putting the finishing touches on a pair of new Mississippi museums. The opening of the Museum of Mississippi History and the Mississippi Civil Rights Museum represents the culmination of the state's 200th birthday celebration. The state spent $90 million on the two museums. They're located in a 200,000 square foot building on the east side of downtown Jackson. An official for the political leaders announced their decision to boycott the ceremony because of Trump's presence. That includes U.S. Representative John Lewis of Georgia, a civil rights icon. In a joint statement, Lewis and Mississippi Congressman Benny Thompson said Trump's attendance and his hurtful policies are an insult to the people portrayed in the Civil Rights Museum. Governor Phil Bryant invited Trump to attend. He said Mississippians should be proud that the president agreed to attend the opening. Shannon Middle School students experienced the history of Pearl Harbor on Thursday morning thanks to an interactive memorial created by the students. The memorial was set up in the Shannon Middle cafeteria. It was designed by 8th grade students to teach their peers about the Japanese bombing of Pearl Harbor in 1941. The 8th graders spent weeks doing research and preparing for the event. A pair of students performed a rap about Pearl Harbor and another recited an original poem. Both served as an introduction to the memorial. Then students visiting the memorial could walk around the cafeteria viewing photos of Pearl Harbor and the student art. They listened to information about Pearl Harbor and its effects on the United States in World War II. Finally, a projector showed a video of President Franklin Delano Roosevelt's famous Pearl Harbor speech for students to view on their way out. All middle school classes attended the memorial on Thursday, as well as a few elementary and high school classes. A 14-year-old boy who was missing for around 35 hours was found safe Thursday morning hiding in a nearby barn. Jacob Monroe of 618 County Road 992 missing around 10 p.m. on Tuesday. Monroe appeared to have walked away from his home in the Midway community wearing only a yellow t-shirt and blue jeans. Other family members' residences turned up nothing. Authorities spent all day searching Wednesday as well. Due to the sudden drop in temperature Tuesday night and the fact that Monroe was not dressed for those conditions, officials brought in search and rescue teams from several counties and used the National Guard helicopter for aerial searches. According to Tishomingo County Sheriff John Doherty, Jacob was checked by medical personnel on scene Thursday morning and seemed to be healthy considering the situation. And in sports, the Mississippi State football team will return to the practice fields today to begin preparing to play Louisville in the Tax Slayer Bowl. The Bulldogs will practice for an hour today, starting at 3 p.m. MSU will hold 9 practices in Starkville. They will have their final workout at the Seal Football Complex on December 20th. The Bulldogs will then break before traveling to Jacksonville, Florida on Christmas afternoon. Greg Knox is serving as interim head coach during the state's bowl season. New head coach Joe Moorhead and newly hired assistants Chris Huff and Andrew Briner will work in observation roles. That does it for Newsbreak on this Friday. Don't forget that this show is just one of the many online offerings courtesy of the Daily Journal that gets your news off the page and on the go. Special thanks to Renaissance Bank for sponsoring Newsbreak. And remember, you can catch new episodes each weekday morning at 7 a.m. at djournal.com or on our Facebook page. Thanks for joining us and have a great Friday.